What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin here from Stock Hours, and today we're going to be talking about an important concept about price action known as market structure. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, let's get started. So, market structure sounds a little bit complicated, but really it's not. It's pretty much just the structure of the market. I know, pretty simple. But just look at these two drawings that I have drawn over here. What you'll notice is that over here on the left we have an uptrend, and on the right over here we have a downtrend. This is pretty much what market structure is, right? When we're trading stocks or just looking at the stock market in general, crypto, forex, whatever it is, things don't usually just go straight up, and things don't usually just go straight down. I mean, unless they're meme coins, but that's besides the point, right? So uptrend right here, we have a higher high and then a higher low, higher high, higher low, and then we make another higher high, right? On the right over here at the downtrend, we have a lower low and then a higher low, lower low, followed by a higher low, and then another lower low. Pretty simple, right? So it's pretty much just simple price action. But it's different when you're watching the markets because there are actual key areas that we need to pay attention to that form during the day that can help you make educated trading decisions, right? So once again, focusing on this painting right here, let me actually delete all of these right here. All right, perfect. So this is a lot more cleaner, right? So typically how clean market structure or clean price action should look is that the market always comes back to retest key areas of interest, and then it'll continue to make a move, right? So initially what happens is we make a move, we consolidate for a little bit, we pull back, we consolidate and get ready to make the next leg up, right? So right over here would be a quote unquote resistance area that we would have to revisit later on in the future in order to come back further up, right? And I know this drawing isn't perfect, but you're just gonna have to bear with it, right? So basically we come up, we consolidate, break this new high, and then we come back down to consolidate around this area again. Let me just make it a rectangle so it's more easy to see, right? We come back, pull back, test this area, and then we break the next resistance and make a new higher high, right? Flip to the downside right here, pretty much the same thing, right? Make a big drop down, we consolidate, we have a key level right here, we consolidate, pull back, whatever, break past the low, consolidate a little bit, make this new low, consolidate a little bit, pull back, and then we break this new low, right? Each time we break these new lows, notice how we come back to retest these areas, right? And that's pretty much what we're looking for quote unquote clean price action during the trading day. All right, so let's shift our focus onto Tesla. Tesla. All right, so I'm going to put this on the 5-day 1 minute, and I'm going to go revisit last Friday. All right, perfect. Now, I'm just going to leave this fully zoomed out just so it's way easier to describe everything. All right, so let me just scroll back a bit here. You guys can see Tesla, this was last Friday. We opened at 321.66, and the original plan of this trade was to actually just play the 325 break, right? But due to how the stock just simply went straight all the way up into 325, there was really no market structure for us to take advantage of this trade on. So instead of just FOMOing your way into the 325 break, the right thing to do would have just been let this trade do its own thing, right? You really couldn't have done anything here playing this 325 break. All you could have done was just pretty much watched it break, or just pretty much watch it break and then let it consolidate, which is exactly what happened, right? Remember about the example in the drawing that we just did earlier, right? We made a move up, we pulled back, consolidated a little bit before making a new high. Look at this chart example right here. We make a big push, this is the key level we wanted to trade, but we stayed away because there was no market structure, right? We wait 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, however long it takes. We wait for some market structure to develop. And this is the market structure I'm talking about, right? It seems that we create some sort of support here around this 323 level, and we have a resistance right here at this 326 level, which is the high day break that we would want to play because we take in the time to consolidate and pull back around this 325 area, which we didn't get the chance to play, right? So notice how we use this 323 level as support. We consolidate a little bit before making the new high, right? So we can take the entry before the high day break, and wherever you want to put your stops, whether you want to use a 10% stop loss, price action stop loss, it's really ultimately up to you. For myself, I like to use 5 to 10% stop losses. That's not the point of this video. Anyways, let's just continue on with the video, right? So this 326 area, look what happened right here. Instead of just straight up breaking past 326, what we ended up doing was we took the time to consolidate a tiny little bit, right? About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes worth of consolidation at this 326 level before actually making the new proper high. And this is clean price action. This is what market structure is supposed to be like, right? You're not supposed to see things that go straight up and things that go straight down. So this is super important, especially while you are trading during the day, because it can kind of help you identify where your stock is at, where the market is at, and just overall key levels that you might want to pay attention to, right? So for example, if we want to continue to play this 326 break, but this 323 level failed to hold this support for the rest of the market open, then maybe this trade idea would be no longer valid. It would be quote unquote invalidated by then, because we broke a key level support during the day that we needed to hold in order to see more upside on the stock, right? And just look throughout this chart and just how these levels are actually respected during the day, right? So we drew 323, we drew 326. Look how we try to hold 326 here to make these new highs, right? We pull back, then we just basically consolidate a little bit, consolidate. It seems like we make a new base around this 327 area, right? And then we come back, we test this 326 area once again, we break past it, and then we retest 325, right? Like, these are all things that we can take into account and just draw on our trading charts, just so we can pay attention to key zones or levels that actually matter during the day, right? Obviously, we preach to you guys that we should be looking for bigger time frame levels to be trading, but that doesn't mean disregard the intraday levels that you are given from the market for free every single day. Use those tools to your advantage and use them to make educated decisions and guesses in your trading. And this Tesla 326 break is a prime example of that, because if you had planned for 325 and you didn't want to take this stock if it just went straight up, then you had to see this consolidate, form clean price action before taking the new high break, right? And that's exactly what Tesla did. It found a base, consolidated, pushed and made a new high. And, there's not much else to explain for this. It's just super straightforward, clean price action. And that's exactly how you guys should be trading every single day. Take note of the bigger time frame setups. Always pay attention to those. But also keep in mind that intraday key levels can also play a big factor during the trading day as well. So just use everything in your arsenal and take advantage of everything that you're given. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Stock Hours YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.